So, the Haunting of Verdansk event in Warzone. Everyone remembers the spooky atmosphere, the jump scares, the zombies mode, and the Halloween themed bundles that graced the shop. All good things, right? Well, the Call of Duty community almost unanimously agreed on that, and that's why the event is coming back this year, and here's the intel. So hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now if you guys saw my update video, you will know I was on a trip for a little while, but now I'm back and more ready than ever to make content here in Season 6, so be on the lookout for that. That said, of course Season 6 is the final season of Cold War and Warzone and will be releasing tonight at the time of making this video, and up until this point, every Cold War season featured a mid-season event. For instance, the recent Numbers event for Season 5, the Groundfall event in Season 4, or the Hunt for Adler event in Season 3. And Season 6 will be no exception, and this time we're going to see the Haunting event, which if you did play Warzone or Modern Warfare at this time last year, you'll be very familiar with that term. So with that said guys, if you don't want to enjoy this one, make sure to leave a like on it down below, as well as subscribe and turn post notifications so that way you guys will not miss any latest and greatest Call of Duty news, class slips, and all kinds of things like that. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. And alright, so to start off today's video, let's talk about what we know. So naturally, the Haunting event will be the mid-season event / update for Season 6, and will start on October 19th and will run until November 2nd. And as we've seen at the bottom of the Season 6 roadmap, the event will feature new limited time modes, rewards, and more. Now that seems pretty par for the course when you're talking about COD mid-season updates. Naturally, they're never gonna say, well, there might be some nifty stuff dropping soon, but I don't really know, I'm just the marketing guy. But it really starts to get interesting when you remember the Haunting of Verdansk event that we saw last year. So let's talk about the similarities and differences. So what's new and what's old? Well, first things first, the name. Last year it was the Haunting of Verdansk, and this year it's just the Haunting. And there are a couple likely reasons for the name change. Firstly, at the time, Verdansk was the only Warzone map, and here in October 2021, we of course still have Verdansk, albeit a 1980s version of it, and of course Rebirth Island, which recently, Rebirth Island has exploded in popularity. So that said, it is very likely that the island will be getting a festive makeover for the event. Now, furthermore, Verdansk sadly is on its way out, as we're going to be seeing an entirely new Pacific-themed Warzone map with Call of Duty Vanguard, and if I'm not mistaken, this particular Warzone map will be releasing a couple weeks after Vanguard releases, and of course, Vanguard is dropping in exactly 1 month, as it will be releasing on November 5th, so it is very likely that we are going to be seeing the new Pacific-themed Warzone map sometime in early December, likely around Season 1 of Vanguard, and of course, if you couple in the fact that we now have Rebirth Island and Verdansk is on its way out, and we are going to be seeing a new Warzone map very shortly, it doesn't make sense for them to call this event the Haunting of Verdansk, as it's not very accurate anymore. But with that said, this year's Haunting event actually shares a lot of similarities with last year's. For instance, the original Haunting of Verdansk event started on October 20th and ran until November 3rd. Meanwhile, this year's will start on the 19th and run until the 2nd. Additionally, from what's gathered from the promotional material, this year's Haunting event will feature most of, if not all of last year's classic tricks with some new ones. For instance, a new darker theme for Warzone, jump scares, and the return of the Zombies Warzone game mode, which if you guys got the chance to play that particular game mode last year, make sure you comment down below what were your thoughts on it and how you're looking forward to seeing it return with this year. Furthermore, one feature many fans loved about the original Haunting of Verdansk event was the numerous Halloween and horror movie themed bundles, and we're going to be getting more of that this year, as a little earlier today, the character Ghostface has been confirmed to be added into the game. Now, this was honestly one of my favorite parts about the Haunting of Verdansk event, because honestly the bundles that we saw with Haunting of Verdansk were easily some of the best bundles throughout the entire lifespan of Call of Duty Modern Warfare as well as Warzone, and heck, even to this day I'm still running my Jigsaw operator that I got from the Jigsaw bundle that we did end up seeing released with the launch of Haunting of Verdansk last year, and in addition to that I'm also using the CR56 AMAX blueprint that I got from that bundle, so I must say money well spent. And that's of course going to be continuing with the Haunting event here in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War as well as Warzone. Now, of course, as I just mentioned, the Ghostface operator is going to be added into the game. However, it is very likely that we are going to be seeing other new Halloween as well as horror movie inspired operators and bundles being added into the game. It is very likely that Ghostface is just the first one that was teased. However, as we slowly approach October 19th, it is very likely that we are going to be seeing teasers for other bundles that are going to be released. And interestingly enough, in addition to the new operators that we are going to be seeing this year, a little bit later in Season 6, the 80s action hero bundles as well as operators are going to be returning for a very limited amount of time. So if you guys would like to get your hands on those those particular operators with bundles, you can go ahead and purchase them, as they are going to be releasing a little bit later into Season 6. Now, with that said, let's actually talk about why this event is happening. Well, firstly, it's Halloween. Typically, COD does Halloween events, and this year is no exception, and considering how popular the Haunting of Verdansk event was, it makes sense for COD to do another one this year. But there's even more than that. Season 6 is the final as well as finale season of Cold War, and the main theme for this season is the final showdown, with the conclusion of the Adler v Stitch storyline and the zombie storyline, with the final Cold War Zombies map Forsaken releasing with Season 6. And due to the zombies storyline tie-in, it is very likely that we'll be seeing some extra spooky tricks this year in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War as well as Warzone for the Haunting event. So yeah guys, with that said, that's gonna effectively wrap up today's video, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you comment down below what are your thoughts on the Haunting event here in Black Ops Cold War as well as Warzone for 2021. And here's the deal, I've been saying this for months that the Haunting of Verdansk event that we saw in 2020 was my absolute favorite event that we saw throughout all of Modern Warfare as well as Black Ops Cold War, and I would argue that during the Haunting of Verdansk event, Warzone was actually at one of its most enjoyable points. Honestly, if you couple in the Halloween theme, the new operators and bundles, the new challenges, rewards, as well as the zombies game mode, which was honestly a lot of fun, it really made for a really enjoyable experience. So that's to come. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Haunting event here in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone for 2021, and as we head into Season 6, we of course are going to be getting more information about it. So with that said guys, if you went on to enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like on it down below, as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss any videos and greatest Call of Duty news, class clips, and all kinds of things like that. So thank you once again for watching this video. I've been your host, Steve Rich Uncle. I hope to see you in the next one.